Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. Thank you to the mothers. Oh, Mother God, flowing through our hearts, we give thanks for the bread of our lives, for the hands in the earth, and the fruit of your womb. Oh, Mother God, blessed be. Oh, Mother God, blessed be. Oh, Mother God, thank you for this day, for the love that you wash over me, and this joy in my heart I will share with the world. Oh, Mother God, blessed be. Oh, Mother God, blessed be. Oh, Mother God, flowing through our hearts, we give thanks for the bread of our lives, for the hands in the earth, and the fruit of your womb. Oh, Mother God, blessed be. Oh, Mother God, blessed be. Oh, Mother God, thank you for this day, for the love that you wash over me, and this joy in my heart I will share with the world. Oh, Mother God, blessed be. Oh, Mother God, blessed be. Oh, Mother God, blessed be. Oh, Mother God, blessed be, blessed be.
Good morning. It's a pleasure to see all you luminous beings here today. I'm Robert Leeds. I use he, him pronouns. And I'd like to thank our fantastic musicians, Kev Choice and Luke Monfrank. And let's give it up for our entire AV team and our sound engineer, Levi Griffin. Welcome to the Oakland Center for Spiritual Living, where we teach spiritual principles and practices that nourish us, uplift us, and celebrate our oneness with all of life. A special welcome to those of you who are joining us for the very first time. Thank you for being here in the sanctuary with us. If you wouldn't mind raising your hand and keeping it up for a minute, someone will bring you a welcome packet. Also, a big welcome to everyone who is joining us via YouTube Live or Facebook Live. We see you out there. Make sure you sign up for our weekly newsletter so you can learn about all the fun things going on that we have to offer here at the Oakland Center. We respectfully acknowledge that here in the Bay Area, we gather on the traditional land of the indigenous Ohlone people. We honor with gratitude the land itself and the people who have stewarded these lands for countless generations. Now let's take a moment to bless our children, as we love to do. We bless all the children in our community and the world. We love you, we see you, we know the truth of who you are. You are unique expressions of God, and we are grateful to have you in our lives. And so it is. Mamma mia, it's Mother's Day. We celebrate mothers, past, present, and future, as well as the influence of mothers in society and the Divine Mother in all her aspects and qualities. Many countries have days devoted to mothers. It's celebrated on different days in different parts of the world, but mostly in March or May, and I'm sure that Reverend Sunshine Michelle will have more to say about that. On Wednesday, this coming Wednesday, May 14th, we have our midweek oasis. Join the dashing practitioner, Christopher Brown. He is dashing, isn't he, Susan? Susan says he's dashing. She would know. For an encore presentation of the topic, Boundary Keepers, Nurturing Healthy Connections, the 6:30 is the meditation and the service begins at 7. Please join the Ministry of Prayer for Friday Night Prayer Happy Hour this Friday, May 16th from 7 to 8 on Zoom. It's happening weekly on Fridays except for the fourth Friday of the month. Practitioners Maureen French and Megan Lemon extend this open invitation to anchor in prayer with your spiritual community. Please visit the oaklandcsl.org events. Click on the image and the passcode is 123456. So if you can count, you can get in. May is Asian American, Native Hawaiian, and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. It's observed in the United States during the month of May and recognizes the contributions and influence of AAPI Americans to the history, culture, and achievements of the United States. Now I'm suddenly hungry for lumpia. Next Saturday, quick start class on Science of Mind, Saturday, May 17th, 9:30 to 1:30. This class is a requirement for the next new membership cohort in early June. It could be a refresher, you can always do it as a refresher, or it provides our foundational principles for newcomers. Go to oaklandcsl.org, classes and workshop tab to register for this free class. Our nonprofit partner for May and June is Be a Mentor, a nonprofit that seeks to help children and youth move through life's challenges through direct contact and relationships with caring and positive adult role models, something we all need. Visit their website, at beamentor.org for more information. Join two amazing musicians, Lisa Ferraro and Tammy Hall, on Friday evening, June 27th from 7 to 9 p.m. for an OCSL 80th anniversary concert, Light, Love, and All That Jazz. Tickets go on sale soon. Stay tuned for more information. And speaking of 80th anniversary, happy 80th anniversary, Oakland Center for Spiritual Living. You don't look a day over 39. So don't forget, we're going to be raising the roof on September 20th. The Spirit Treasure Bookstore in May celebrates Asian American and Pacific Islander Month and Mother's Day. Be sure to check out the 30% off table. Linda's always got some good sales going on. Please visit our website at oaklandcsl.org to sign up for our weekly newsletter, The Village News. You can like us and subscribe to Oakland CSL today and follow us on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. And you can visit csl.org to find out what's happening within our Greater Centers for Spiritual Living global community, which you are an important part of. And now please stand if you are willing and able, and let's recite together our vision and mission statement. The vision of the Oakland Center for Spiritual Living is to joyfully reveal the love and oneness of God. We are a welcoming and inclusive spiritual community dedicated to individual transformation and collective growth. Our purpose is to love, inspire, and serve our community and the world through inspiration, music, prayer, and play. Stumbled a bit. And so it is.
Good morning, Oakland Center for Spiritual Living family. I am Maureen Molina. I I changed my name to Melina. That's my maiden name. So you are the first to hear that. Maureen Molina. I use she, her pronouns, and I am your pulpit assistant today. We are here to read you some readings to get you centered into this space. So if you could just take a deep breath, feel your feet on the ground, close your eyes if you feel comfortable. The first reading is by Ernest Holmes in The Science of Mind. The power of God is within you. This is the divine authority which should be recognized and which should inspire every thought, every act, and every purpose. Second reading is by Brené Brown, Braving the Wilderness. The clearer and more respected the boundaries, the higher the level of empathy and compassion for others. Fewer clear boundaries, less openness. It's hard to stay kind-hearted when you feel people are taking advantage of you or threatening you. And so let's go into prayer, just taking a deep breath, taking in those words, and just grounding in the fact that there is only one of us here. That there is this one mind that is a creative force that brings forth all of creation. And it brings forth us in this community, right here and right now. Each one of us a unique flower, blooming into the expression that we are here meant to be, and standing in the truth that we are here today intentionally to hear the words of the divine, speaking to our hearts, speaking to our minds, as we tap into and celebrate the day of the divine feminine, Mother's Day, bringing in the nurturing, the intuition, the creativity, the interconnectedness, the wisdom, the family. And that comfort of the divine feminine bubbles up in each and every one of us. We are part of that feminine, that mother, and that Mother Earth that sustains us, that provides us with everything that we need: water, oxygen, nutrients. Speaking a word for her as we lift her up in this Mother's Day. Turning your attention to your mother, sending love no matter what the circumstances were, the relationship, sending love, for you are here, and right now, being poured into with the words of spirit, filling each and every crack and crevice with the spiritual salve that reminds you that you are whole, you are perfect, and you are complete. I am so very grateful for this truth. I am very grateful to be here to celebrate all of the mothers in our community, all of the mothers of human beings that are carrying forth our future generations and our future values and morals and principles that we teach here in this center. Give thanks for that. I speak a word for the mothers of the four-leggeds, the beautiful animals that love us unconditionally, and any other type of mothering of being an aunt, an uncle, interfacing with children, letting them know that there is a power greater than them and it moves through them. nurturing them, teaching them to connect into their intuition as they move forward in this world. I am so very grateful to be here in community and to feel this loving and comforting and safe vibration. And with that, I let go. I just take my hands off, knowing that this service is going to be perfect. It is perfect. And that whatever it is that you need to hear to spark that light within you, to shine bright out into the world, into your life, is heard and felt deep, deep within inside. And it uplifts your soul. And your soul just flies with the freedom and the liberation, knowing that it is loved, it is nurtured, it is wise, it is creative. And with that, I anchor this prayer by saying, and so it is.
Pour yourself in me. Pour yourself into my heart. Whoa, wonderful Spirit. Pour yourself in me. Pour yourself into my heart. Whoa, wonderful Spirit. Pour your joy in me. Pour your joy into my heart. Whoa, wonderful Spirit. Pour your joy in me. Pour your joy into my heart. Whoa, wonderful Spirit. Shine your light in me. Shine your light into my heart. Whoa, wonderful Spirit. Shine your light in me. Shine your light into my heart. Whoa, wonderful Spirit. Sing your song in me. Sing your song into my heart. Whoa, wonderful Spirit. Sing your song in me. Sing your song into my heart. Whoa, wonderful Spirit. Wonderful Spirit, pour yourself in me. Pour yourself into my heart. Oh, wonderful Spirit, pour yourself in me. Pour yourself into my heart. Oh, wonderful Spirit. Oh, wonderful Spirit. Wonderful Spirit.
That, my friends, is the incredible Luke Monfrank and our maestro, Kev Choice. Aren't we lucky? We are so lucky. Grand Rising! And happy Mother's Day to all. And yes, I will say more about that. Who said that? Robert, wherever he is. I'm Reverend Dr. Sunshine Michelle Coleman. Oh, so good to see you here this morning. All of you, but I just saw some friends I haven't seen in a long time. I use she, her pronouns, she, her, they pronouns, and I am the proud spiritual director of the Oakland Center for Spiritual Living. Boy, this is my third year. I'm in my third year. Believe it or not. That time went so quickly. Well, I want to acknowledge the beautiful energetic that was here for our live and in person. Oh, my cousin is here too, my little cousin. I know I'm calling you out. I didn't say that. Shh. Hi, Kyle. I haven't curbed that, you know. I just let myself be excited. So if that happens, and believe it or not, I've had people tell me, I just so love when you do that. So those of y'all who are not familiar with it, just let me be who I am, okay? It's showing appreciation. I'm glad to see all of you. Anyway, we had our first Midweek Oasis in person here on Wednesday, I'm told in about 4 or 5 years. Is that right? Since the pandemic? Oh my goodness, wasn't it great? We had about 45 people here to be with Dr. Brother Ishmael Tete. And it was a lovely time. And we had one of our own, Catherine Jolly, played 2 cello solos. And so it was just a lovely time. And this is a space where we're praying things up. So let's just breathe in the prayers that we uttered, whether you were here or not. I brought Brother Ishmael up here, and I had people put their hand over their hearts and extend to him, and we repeated some words after to bless him. And so you're in the midst of those prayers. You're here for a reason today, this very day. And so I'm so grateful for all the volunteers and everyone who showed up and who came through. And he's on his Break Free tour, and they included us. So lovely. This is what I call my public service announcements. Just a couple things. You know the concert that Robert mentioned and you've been hearing about on June 27th with Lisa Ferraro. You might remember her from the awesome Lisa Ferraro and Erica Luckett, whose ancestor on the other side. That duo and the awesome Tammy Hall are here live. And tickets will go on sale within the next week. I want to sell out. I asked for what I want, and I want us to sell out the concert. Okay? So I want you to tell people. I want you to buy them a ticket, sponsor somebody else's ticket, whatever you need to do. Whether you've heard them or not, come, because I trust me, you will enjoy it. So will you do that? Yay! I saw another friend walk in. Oh my goodness, it's a good day. It's a good day. Every day is. The other thing, one more announcement that I'll make. Quick start. May 17th, next Saturday. If you want to know more about Science of Mind principles, you need a refresher. I heard some of y'all clap because you're glad that that's going to be here, but I want you to come. Don't just clap. I want you to come. Taught by Susan Brecker, practitioner emeritus, and Judith Roberts. It's a good thing, and it's a requirement for those of you who want to become members of this center. So, Susan, what time is it at 8:30? 9:30. 9:30 to 1:30. Okay. It's new news, but you may have heard it. We have a new pope. A new pope was named last week to succeed Pope Francis. Pope Leo XIV was elected as the Catholic, at the Roman Catholic conclave. I'm not even saying that, conclave, yes. And installed, and I watched it among thousands of people there in St. Peter's Square at the Vatican. And it was just, I'm a ritualist, so it just kind of took my breath away to feel what they were feeling. And guess what else I heard when I read and heard and whatever? That he has roots in New Orleans. And roots in Chicago. And he's an American pope and did a lot of missionary time in Peru. And I read somewhere among one of the groups that texted that said, y'all better be careful because they might call him the DEI Pope. He's got a little mixture in there. Isn't that a beautiful thing? And just as humble, and his message was about, it was poignant and precious. I love those two words together. And it was about unity and about faith and about hope and inclusivity. So let us take a moment of silence and hold the Pope in our hearts for successful time during his tenure. Thank you. Because you know what? In the Science of Mind philosophy, we embrace all philosophies. Don't we say that? All spiritual philosophies? And so we might as well hold the brother who's holding up as in leadership the Catholic Church. We might as well hold him up, as I'm hoping some folks are holding us up as well. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Okay, let's take a community breath by first exhaling right where you are. And now breathe intentionally, 3 deep breaths, breathing it once and hold it at the top. Now let it out with a sigh. Let's do that again, breathing it in and letting it out. A bigger breath and a bigger sigh. You two live streamers, how you doing this morning? You know I love you. I do that. Spirit has led me to do that every week so that we can hear the word as one collective. We are a beloved community here in the Oakland Center for Spiritual Living. Am I right? We're developing that muscle to be a beloved community. So I like for us to hear the word together. We follow the Centers for Spiritual Living global themes this year. What? Rising higher, growing deeper. Yay! We're rising higher. We're stretching far beyond our reach, either direction. That means we're touching Mother Earth and we're blessing her too. And in May, we're raising our voices. Raising our voices. And today, I mixed it up a little bit. Today, it's Boundary Keepers Nurturing Healthy Connections. That's the way the author wrote it, but I let Spirit download what it wants. So it's a blend today for me. But let's start with boundaries. It says boundary keepers. As we establish and draw a boundary, what does a boundary do? A boundary is a limit that should not be crossed. And just as last week, Judith Roberts was our practitioner who did a beautiful job on her talk, was talking about self-advocacy. Establishing boundaries is a way that you can advocate for yourself because you are allowed to be yourself when you feel safe and you create safe space. And if you establish that and someone crosses it, listen to this, it's getting deep. You could cross that boundary yourself. So you may have to step back yourself. As someone crosses that boundary, then you get to breathe and reestablish trust and connection and express from your true authentic self. It allows us, these boundaries, to explore healthy relationships and connections with ourselves and with others. And we feel safe. You know, I had a conversation earlier today. I didn't intend to say this because it just happened this morning. How many of you were here last week? Was it last week or it feels like a year ago with Lee Manoir where with the color of fear, a lot of you. He did a documentary in the 90s and then we had discussion afterwards. And someone that I was in a group with said to me this morning, "Thank you so much what you said in that group. You said it so politely and so lovingly." And they said, and I had to wrestle with it because I had a different point of view. But I walked away from there and thought about it. And what they said is the word was tolerance. Someone was talking about tolerance from a place of it being a good thing. And with my people of African descent, tolerance hasn't been necessarily so good. And I voiced that. That to tolerate means that, okay, Spirit, we're going in a different direction. I wasn't intending to say this, but somebody needs to hear this morning, or maybe I need to say it. To tolerate means to me that you're allowing me to be as I am or say what I'm saying because you think you have to, or you're being polite, as opposed to welcoming me to be in my own self-expression. There's a difference. Get what I'm saying? The person came up to me this morning. They didn't have to do that. They came up to me and said, "Thank you for saying what you said," because it allowed me to go away and to think about it. And now I understand what you said. Because I understand that people of African descent have a different experience with tolerance than I might as a white-bodied person. You hear how important that is? And you know why that happened? It's because, as I've been saying, we listen each other into wholeness. We lean in when we're in sacred space. This is that boundary. I could have not said a word in that group and we wouldn't have been where we are this morning. But I chose to stand in my power and do it with compassion. And this is what happened. People, this is how we're going to heal. This is it. This is how we do it, one at a time. First within ourselves, and then with each other. So I thank that person that came to me this morning that said that. I didn't know it struck me as deeply as it did. And one more thing about that. They said, you know, because black people had to tolerate, they had to tolerate being, wherever they were, however they were, whatever. I said, you know what, more importantly, for us, it felt like we're not welcome because people felt like they had to tolerate us. There's a difference. There's learning that happens when we listen. So, where was I going with that? Anyway, had to do with boundaries, has to do with leaning in, has to do with listening, has to do with openness. This is where healing comes from. This is how we can nurture these healthy connections. And I wrote, This is a good one, Kev. You'll appreciate this. You're a DJ and a musician. You too, Luke, mine. So that we don't get stuck in a groove, we have to kind of rewrite our story. Brother Ishmael was talking about that. Rewrite our stories, right? We have to relanguage and retell and rewrite our stories. And I'm adding, because sometimes we can get stuck in that groove. That groove, like the LP, the album, that old school stuff, even though, Kyle, I know you know about that, you and Freddie. But hey, when it gets stuck in that groove and it scratches, and it's just, Andy, you know what I'm talking about, huh? It goes, That's how our stories do. We get stuck. We're telling the same old story forever and ever and ever. How are we going to grow like that? We have to move the needle. That's what we used to do, right? On the turntable. Pick it up and move the needle. That's what we're doing here today. In Science of Mind Philosophy, we are moving the needle. How many of you want to move the needle? You with me? Okay. Yes. That's what the DJs do. My son is a DJ. When we can do a remix. They do remix and they remaster, right? These songs, they take that old song that was good song. Why waste a good song? You could just add a little twist to it. And then you got a new thing. In my doctoral work, it's called revisionist myth-making from a cultural perspective. You use your imaginal mind to revision and to do that for healing. So good. Brother Ishmael's topic was I matter. I matter. I add to that, I am worthy. Because unless you feel that you're worthy, you might not feel that you matter. But he said, not from an egoic place, I matter. Right? I matter because I've done this, that, and the other, and I'm so-and-so and so-and-so, so I matter. Yeah, that's where the head gets to bopping, I matter. No, he said, we matter because we come from the divine. The divine matters. The divine is. The divine is great, good, and glorious. Don't we believe that? And if we believe that we're one with that, then we matter. Isn't that very different? Different than that egoic state. I loved it. We belong to the universe, so we matter. It was a great time. He said, this is one of his quotes, that we are wonderful divine ideas of the infinite that are here as each of us. We are wonderful divine ideas of the infinite that are here as each of us. And we are pre-approved by God. You can call God whatever you want to call it. We are pre-approved, or else we wouldn't be here. So we need to live full out. If we weren't supposed to be here delivering what is ours only to deliver, we wouldn't be here. We'd be on a different plane doing a different thing. Right? Okay. So we have to be who we are today. When we think of this occasion we're honoring today, Mother's Day, and we think of nurturing healthy connections and relationships, and we think of I matter, all these things put together in the humble scheme of life, and maintaining our boundaries so that we can feel safe and we can express as only we can. These are ways that help us to raise our voice. That's how we can raise our voice and take actions that are important and significant in our lives. We have something to say. We have something to do. We have something to be. And no matter what kind of relationship, and by the way, your prayer had everything to do with my talk. You had so many points in there that I am just reinforcing. So there is only one mind. Don't we believe that? Right. So no matter what kind of relationship you may have or had with your mother, or the mother figure who raised you, whether they're on this side of the veil or on the other side, we owe it to ourselves to remain as flexible as we can to learn and to grow and to expand in life. Hear this. Let's provoke our own healing, which in turn heals them and in turn heals the world. Let me say that again. Let's provoke our own healing. That means we initiate it. That means we initiate that we might feel uncomfortable in something. Right? I told you about the story from the other day at Color of Fear. That person went back and thought about what I said and why they felt uncomfortable and was bold enough to say it to me, that it impacted me. That's doing your own healing. Mother's Day, as Maureen said, is a reflection of the Divine Mother, the sacred principle of the divine feminine that resides within us all. This is important, irrespective of gender. We all have it, as we do the divine masculine. You know the yin and the yang? It's right up there. Sorry, live streamers, you can't see it, but if you can turn your head and look at that one that was made by Reverend Victor Postolaki on the other side, bless you. That is a circle of the yin and the yang, which is the masculine and the feminine. You don't see it lopsided, do you? It's equal in there. It is within a circle that is infinite. Hear me clearly. We are in the time, I believe, of the rise of the divine feminine. There's both, feminine and masculine. It's the rise of the feminine. You know why? Because we've been oversaturated with the divine masculine that is being calibrated. So if you have it like this, masculine, feminine, let's say, the calibration means that this, as the rise of the feminine and the calibration of the masculine, it goes like this. So that you come into what? Balance, harmony, equalization. What happens when you do that? There's love, there's justice, there's freedom, there's equity. And you can do what? You can ascend into greater oneness. That's what that circle is about. Never ending, never beginning. That's what I believe is happening right now. And so as we are in the time of the Divine Mother, it's that space of the miraculous initiation of life. It's creativity. You know what Brother Ishmael said? That we put so much, they asked him what, I can't remember what somebody asked him before what the name of God is in. He comes from Ghana. Whatever word they use means in translation darkness or shadow or something like that. Why is that? Because that's why you remember at Easter we had a ritual here where we were in the soil. That's where the dark is. Let me ask you the question that Brother Ishmael said. Is there anyone in here that did not come from the womb? Raise your hand. It's dark in there, I hear. And you come into the light, right? It has to be light and darkness, yin and yang. It has to be both. You need both. Let's not run from darkness. That's been our problem. We're running from the darkness. The darkness has something to offer. There's healing in there. We just have to know how to tap it. So this miraculous space of the divine feminine, that nurturing, that space of gestation. You know, a beloved in my community calls me her spirit mama. And I was on her practitioner panel about 10 years ago. It was instantaneous. We fell in love. I had to hold myself together. I said, okay, remain objective. Let's just be in this. I had never met her. I finished that thing, and we've been working together ever since. 10 years, over 10 years. It was instantaneous. And for whatever reason we were attracted together, that I've been a mentor to her. How many of you have been a mentor to somebody? I expect almost every hand in the house to go up, even if you didn't expect to. I have a spirit mama. She's on the other side now. Some kind of way, it was the same way. Just gravitated like magnets. Who helped me to gain and grow in spiritual maturation. There's lots of ways to mother. When we think of planet Earth, we think of and refer to her as mother, don't we? Mother Earth. And some folks who are gender fluid, I've heard said, please don't do that. Don't say that. Why not? Why not? Because she is. So you can choose not to, but don't rain on me because I choose to see her as mother. And so our divine mother, we bless her. We heal her. We lift her up. That's why we refer to her this way. And so I want to acknowledge all of our mothers today. And this is how I'm going to do it. If you are so willing and able to stand, we're going to start first. I'm going to get all the mothers, trust me. All of you. And those online, I expect you to participate, like you were here, right here with me. So first, we're going to start with the mothers, biological mothers, who have raised children, whether they be adopted or foster or blood or through other circumstances. If you are a mother in that category, if you're willing and able, please stand. Let's give them some love. Give us some love. I'm a mother too. Okay, so if you're a grandmother, please stay standing. The rest of you sit down. If you're a grandmother, stay standing. Let's give the grandmother some love. Okay, here we go. This is where it gets juicy. If you're a great-grandmother, please stay standing. Anyone? Oh, great-grandmother. Judith, bless you. Thank you so much. I had the pleasure of knowing my great-grandmother, Annie Baker, my paternal. And she was feisty as all get out. And I'd take her to breakfast, and she'd say, I said, Granny, you're not supposed to eat that. She said, don't tell me what to do. I'll deal with that later. And I'll be darned if I don't say the same thing. And she lived till 90. Okay, and now we're going to honor, thank you for asking, Maggie, our other mother figures. If you have served in a capacity as a mother, sister, cousin, auntie, mentor, whatever it is, I'd like for you to stand. Let's give them some love. Thank you so much. Beautiful. Yes. And so some folks, I'm sure, probably stood up because I'm sure some of the mothers and the mother figures have lost children. But if you did not stand up and you've lost a child, now is your opportunity. Would you like to? Yes. Thank you for calling for what you need. Yes. And so here's how we're going to honor the mothers. I started to buy some flowers. I've done that before, but the minute you take them out of the water, they're not going to be good anymore anyway. So you know how when you vote, you get a sticker that says I voted? So on your way out, I have a bunch of stickers. So you take a sticker, and I want you to wear it. And if you're going to, there's plenty. If you are going to see somebody that you want to put a sticker on, please do that too. Make sure you get your sticker before you leave. Okay. So I want to tell you this, and then I'm going to, I think, close with a couple quotes. I was reminded of something really deep this week through the visioning process that I was thinking last night, or what came up that I need to share with you. So our visioning process that Reverend Dr. Michael Beckwith coined is different than visualization. It's not. This is what it's not. It's not imagining the thing, whatever the thing is, and focusing on that. It's not that. Our way of visioning is to sit in contemplation and open yourself as a vessel, guided by some questions, so that we can catch the vision of spirit. We believe that it's already out there, that we are co-creating with spirit. So when we open up, guided by some questions, spirit may give us some things that we wouldn't have otherwise received. So in visioning with a group this week, I got this sense. It's not new for me, but it really deepened, that I want to share with you and I want to leave with you. It is to suspend doing for the purpose and the practice of being. To suspend doing for the purpose and the practice of being. That's easier said than done. Even though we're called human beings, a lot of times we don't know how to do that because we're so busy doing. We got to be busy. You know, in fact, if you want somebody to sit still, or if they will avoid sitting still because they're scared of it. That's the bottom line. They don't know what to do with that. What? Just be? No. I got to do. That's not how spirit works. Spirit works anyway, okay? But you get to catch and hear what spirit has for you when you allow yourself to calm and quiet. That's why meditation is so important. That's why spiritual practices are so important. When you open that channel, you can hear what spirit is saying or feel what it's doing. So it's the being, to simply allow the space for us to be as the presence of the infinite. Remember, I matter? What Dr. Brother Tete said? I matter because I am spirit in action. Not because I've done anything, but because I am. That's the being of it. To behold the divine within us consciously and intentionally for the place of embodiment. We want to be more of that. You following me? I want you to practice it. Even if you're already doing it, you can always deepen. We as humans are so trained to do. And this is the opposite of that. Is to just be. To just be. And what can happen is that we think we're quieting ourselves, but our minds and our nervous system are so busy and engaged that it's almost as if we're doing. That's why you want to empty. You want to empty. So when we just let ourselves be, we pause, we reflect, we surrender, we allow ourselves the spaciousness to behold the sacred and the divine. We honor the power and the presence of spirit, of the infinite, to just be, to be still. You know, the Psalms say in the Bible, what? Be still and know that I am God. It didn't say go do a thing. It said be still and know that I am God. So when we be, listen to this, when we allow ourselves to be and to drop in, if we get a hit or an intuition to go take action and do something, then we can do that thing from the beingness, not from the doingness. You following me? Do it from the be. That's what I want us to practice. You know, we're practicing gratitude. Oh, I didn't do the gratitude. Y'all didn't call me on it. We're practicing gratitude this year in 365 Science of Mind. We didn't read that today, but anyway, it's all good. This is our moment to shine through our being, allowing our light to shine through from within out. And then we radiate it out. That's how we heal the world. And if we are moved to go do, in our pre-service gathering, 2 of our service folks were talking about the actions that they've been doing. I didn't give this away and ask them, are you being first? But I am saying it to you now. Do that thing from your beingness. If you're protesting, writing letters, whatever it is, do it from the be space. So, I'm going to leave you with a couple things. These quotes. I've read this to you, or I've said it to you before. It's one of my own originals. It's Spirit's original, really, that shared it with me. I hear and act upon my divine inner messages without hesitation. It's an intention. I hear and act upon my divine inner messages without hesitation is a way of being and then the doing. I hear and act upon the divine inner messages. I can't hear it unless I'm being with it, right? Without hesitation takes faith. Because, you know, we want to talk ourselves out of, you know, turn right. Right? Why? No, I need to go straight or left. And that's not the right way. We argue with Spirit. Don't do it. Get in the practice of listening and doing what it says. If you want, it's your choice. You might miss out on a blessing, though, if you choose not to. Okay. So from Thomas Merton, who was a monk, a writer, a mystic, and a theologian, he says this: contemplation is life itself. Fully awake, fully active, fully aware that it is alive. It is a spiritual wonder. It is spontaneous awe. A-W-E, awe, I love that word. It's spontaneous awe at the sacredness of life, of being. It is gratitude for life, for awareness, and for being. It is a vivid realization of the fact that life and being in us proceed from an invisible, transcendent, and infinitely abundant source. Contemplation is, above all, awareness of the reality of that source. It knows the source obscurely, inexplicably, but with a certitude that goes beyond reason and beyond simple faith. It is a more profound depth of faith, a knowledge too deep to be grasped in images, in words, or even clear concepts. It's palpable when you connect with it. And from Eckhart Tolle, The Power of Now, enlightenment is your natural state of felt oneness with being. I'm into being. I want you to practice being. It is a state of connectedness with something immeasurable and indestructible, something of that almost paradoxically is essentially you and yet is more and greater than you. We're in divine connection with this oneness that allows us to be. Let's take this to prayer, shall we? As Susan brings the prayer box up, Susan Brecker, Emeritus, the practitioners and ministers are surrounding the congregation, and we do that so that you can feel the power and the presence of high consciousness and go within your own high consciousness to be with this prayer. to name and claim it as divine truth. Oh, what a glory and joyful time it is to be alive, to be on this side of the veil that says that our work is not yet complete, that there is something that is unique and special about us and our presence here, that we are here to be and to do and to know. As we know the divine oneness of all, we know that God is, we are, and all is truly well. That's the ultimate. That is what we focus on right here and right now, the divine presence of God everywhere. It is in every space, every nook and cranny, including in this prayer box that Susan holds. It is in every prayer request. It is in the response. It is in our very breath. It is in every drop of water, whether it be a river, a lake, or a faucet drip. It is in every animal, as Maureen proclaimed in her prayer, every plant, every star, every galaxy. It is in every heartbeat in this room. It is in the very technology of sound that you are hearing my voice amplified and that we are able to live stream today. It is in the animate, the inanimate. It is everywhere present. And I am naming and claiming the truth about it right now. And as I name and claim this truth, I know it is already done even before this prayer is finished. I know that every prayer that is being uttered is already answered right where it is needed. For God is instantaneous. It is abundant in its resource. And it is all responsive. And so what I know here about the Oakland Center for Spiritual Living is that we are in divine celebration this day, on this Mother's Day, this day honoring the divine feminine. We are celebrating, no matter what our gender, we are celebrating life together today and acknowledging and declaring and proclaiming health, healing, wholeness, joy, grace, peace, harmony, well-being. Tell me something else. What are we proclaiming today? What's the qualities that you are proclaiming? Life, love, kindness, connection, goodness. Everything that is being uttered here and the more is fully inclusive. It is all baked in already. We simply need to allow the space for it to reveal itself fully and completely, which we do so now. And so I bless our dear Mother Earth, where we restore you, we rejuvenate you, we know your healing and your well-being, and we give thanks to you, Pachamama, for taking care of us, for providing us with all your elements and for all your goodness and greatness that you are forever providing us with. We love you. And for all the prayers that our practitioners are praying on right now, I call them out loud, and shortly thereafter I will open the prayer for you to call names out loud too. And what we know in advance is that this is already being activated. There is a power for good in the universe, and we can use it. That's what Ernest Holmes, our founder, said. And we are using it right now to name and claim this good. And so I speak on behalf of Taylor for divine right action, for the perfect job, for Elka Moritz, bless her, that she is here today back with us, healing and wholeness and comfort. Blessing Irene with health, wholeness, and peace of mind. Allison and Chantal, we just simply wrap our arms around both of them, knowing that the peace, the comfort, the wholeness, the love of God is upon them, within them, that is lifting Allison in particular up right now, and Chantal and their family. We just simply descend in love upon their household and in their hearts. We bless our new Pope Leo the 14th with compassion and leadership and guidance and strength and success and whatever else that he needs in his new role. We bless our country, the United States of America, and regardless of the appearances that we may see or we may hear about, that we are able to stand steadfast through the power of this prayer that goes before us, to stay faith-filled, to know what we know beyond knowing, and to know that all is well regardless, as people stand up in their hearts, as they stand up for what they know is right, as we stand up in truth. We bless each and every marginalized group that's impacted by any of these cuts that are happening, especially those who are impacted by federal cuts and, the LGBTQ and trans community, the elderly, the youth, the disenfranchised, whoever it is that is negatively affected in loss of work or loss of insurance or whatever it is. We lift them up right now, knowing that resources abundant and God is right there with them right now. And we bless all countries in this world for that matter, knowing that as a full planet, that we come together in love and harmony, and that we are working on the invisible to manifest it into the visible tangibly in our life and affairs. And so now is the moment, beloveds, where I open up the doors of this prayer for you to speak your name out loud if you are so willing, and speak the names of anyone else for whom you want to include in this prayer. And as these names are being uttered, we just send them up with like bubbles of love, heart bubbles of love, sending them out into the ethers, knowing that they are blessed and lifted right where they are. There is divine activity, divine orchestration, divine activation, so that there is healing and well-being that is taking place. Giving thanks for this. How many are thankful? If you're thankful, say, yeah! Oh my goodness, I am so grateful. I am so grateful. I am so grateful. So grateful to know that this prayer is already complete. I know it in my heart. I feel it in my bones. And so I send this prayer forth into the divine ethers, knowing that it is already acted upon by the universal law spectrum, and that it is activated and cast down upon us, multiplied, pressed down, and running over with the goodness and the greatness of God. That is true. That is truth right now. And so we can just stand back in joyous expectancy, awaiting our good, allowing ourselves to be in divine receivership as we give and receive in the law of circulation of life. Praise God for that. And so we rest this prayer in truth and in peace, knowing it is good. And we say together, and so it is. Blessed be. Ashe and amen. Aho. Whatever else you want to say. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Thank you, Rev Allen.
Yeah. So it's conscious giving time. All right. I'm Reverend Allie Hutchinson, and I'm staff minister here, and I'm going to be doing the conscious giving part of our service today. Let's see. There's some logistics. If you're new, if you're not sure how to give, we have so many ways. You can go to our website, click the red donate button. There'll come a page with various ways to give: cash, check, text, you name it. If you're here in person, we do have envelopes for cash. We ask you to use that. If you haven't done your pledge yet, it's only May. There's time. You can take it with you. We have a little QR code if you'd like to do that on your phone while you're here. And if you auto-tithe and want a representation of your offering to bring them to the baskets, we also have that. So what I would like to do now is invite you to join me in our conscious giving affirmation, if we can get that up. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies this offering. It blesses all that I am, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, love, as me, and so it is. So, conscious giving. Today's Mother's Day, which is all about birth. And we know as religious scientists that this world is being birthed anew in every moment out of that realm of infinite possibilities, that we are birthed anew in every moment with every breath. And participating in the abundance from that realm of infinite possibilities, whether it's abundance in material resources or health or wellness or peace or love or joy, participating in that flow of abundance is not about asking. It's not even about affirming. It's about aligning with that flow of abundance with your whole being, with your thoughts, with your feeling nature, with your actions. So in that spirit, I invite you, when you come up to the baskets, if you do, if you stay in your seat, wherever you are online, as we come up to the baskets, participate with your whole being, with all of your being. Thank you.
As we continue to celebrate the divine feminine, the goddess, mother, queens, who do so much for us, I'll dedicate this next song to my divine mothers, my grandmother, who I just have fond memories of catching Mark to go to church with every Sunday morning. Interesting, at that time I couldn't really play well enough to play in a church, but she always wanted me to play certain songs. So I'm gonna do a quick intro and then we're gonna get into one of my mother's favorite songs.
What a fellowship, what a joy divine, leaning on the everlasting arms. What a blessedness, what a peace is mine, leaning on the everlasting arms. Oh, leaning, safe and secure from all alarm. Leaning on the everlasting arm. Small boy once asked, when will I grow up? When will I see what grown-ups do see? Inspired to come of age, he would act in older age. To be recognized as quite another mess. And mama used to say, take your time, young babe. And mama used to say, don't you rush to get old. And mama used to say, take it in your stride. And mama used to say, live your life, live your life. As the years were rushing by, he would cut down on his age. He would tell his girl how it used to be, how his mama passed away. But this line she would say. At the time he couldn't understand. And mama used to say, take your time, young man. And mama used to say, don't you rush to get old. And mama used to say, take it in your stride. And mama used to say, live your life, live your life. Small boy once asked, when will I grow up? When will I see what grown-ups do see? Inspired to come of age, he would act in older rage. To be recognized is quite another miss. And mama used to say, take your time, young man. And mama used to say, don't you rush to get old. And mama used to say, take it in your stride. And mama used to say, live your life, 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 live your life. Live your life, live your life.
Well, thank you so much to Lukman and Kev for bringing their gift to us. Thank you so much. We appreciate everybody who has put something into this service. It takes a lot of us to bring it to you as seamlessly as it comes. So thank you to our AV team. Thank you to our welcoming team. Thank you to the practitioners and to Reverend Sunshine for making this a great service today. If you're visiting us for the first time, be sure to grab a welcome packet out in the foyer. There is a welcome packet for you. And then also there is prayer in what we call the upper room, in the back of the room. Practitioners, we love to pray. So anytime you ask us to pray, we're gonna be like, yes, let's pray. So there is nothing you can bring back to us that we don't wanna pray about. We want to pray about celebrations and good things, and we also want to pray to lift you up and to remind you of who you are. So please come back and pray. Don't leave today with anything on your heart. See us in the back in the upper room. Also, too, if you're interested, practitioners offer spiritual coaching sessions. You can look at the folks on the website or in the social hall, see if anybody speaks to you, and then you can reach out to them to talk about any sessions that you're interested in. And then also you can request prayer through the Ministry of Prayer, which is myself and Megan Lemon. On the website, you can also call and leave a prayer request, and you can place a prayer request in the prayer box. So there's a lot of ways that you can get that prayer answered. Now for our closing affirmation. I seek and nurture healthier connections and relationships. I maintain healthy boundaries that allow me to express myself fully with freedom, dignity, and respect. And so it is.
There was a time in my life Thought I had to do it all by myself. Didn't know the grace of God was sufficient. Didn't know the love of God was at hand. But now I can say, if you are discouraged, struggling just to make it through the day, you've got to let it go. Let it go. Let it go. And this is all you have to say. I release and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open and wide. Yes, I only live for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I only live for God. I release and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I am only here. Sing it with me, y'all. For God.